should be coming live momentarily. The trouble is that... Okay, going live. I think we're live. Excellent. Okay, the trouble is that I hit the go live button, then there's a delay before it goes live, and then there's a delay before I see that it's gone live, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly when you guys have started seeing it. But in any case, hello everybody, welcome to another episode of A Thinking Pack live stream. We are doing today the Galacticraft Asteroids Challenge in peaceful mode. Now, if you don't know what that means, basically, it is because A Thinking Pack includes Galacticraft, and that's where we're starting, is in the Asteroids. There is such a thing. There will be a link in the description on YouTube if I remember to put it there. If I don't remember, then let me know, and I will put it there. But, okay, Galacticraft Asteroids Challenge in peaceful mode, theoretically impossible, and that is why we're going to do it today. So, what we have here is the notes. Okay, so here's the thing. On the wiki, it explains how to do this challenge, and it says, where does it say? Okay, in peaceful mode, it will be impossible to progress in the Asteroids Challenge because you need mob drops. Because the Asteroids Challenge is the challenge where you start in the asteroids, and you have to try to survive in the asteroids, and you have very little resources, very limited resources to start with. That is basically what there is to it. Now, you may have noticed, we're in a test world right now. The reason we're in a test world right now is because, whoops, hang on a second, just got something, forgot to stop the Twitch preview to save some CPU power. Okay, you may wonder why we're in a test world. The reason for that is this is a countdown to our demise, to my demise, countdown to my death, countdown to everything going wrong, basically. So, if you saw last episode, we were basically trying to survive, and we were getting low on oxygen. We have a lot to do to make oxygen to be able to survive. That is what we're trying to do. We're doing the Galacticraft Asteroids Challenge in peaceful mode, and here's the thing. Is that we have a lot to do. Let's take a look at what we have to do. First, let's take a look at how is our oxygen situation. That's the test world that we were in there. Oh, and by the way, the peaceful mode thing, if you guys are wondering, because we're supposed to be doing this in peaceful mode, but it keeps resetting it to normal. I think that's a Galacticraft thing. I did go and get the difficulty unlocked in between episodes. NBT editor, I think it was, and use that to unlock the difficulty of the world, but it keeps on switching it into normal. So we have to keep switching it back into peaceful all the time. I think that must be a Galacticraft config setting or something. We have to adjust that. But here we go. We, of course, are just loading the world, so we're going to get a fair bit of lag while we're just loading it in, but once it's done loading, it'll speed up. But you can see in the top right of the screen that we have about 2 full oxygen tanks on. We have, in fact, 2 full heavy oxygen tanks. We have a whole lot of things to craft to get new oxygen, and we will get to what exactly is involved in that. There is so much involved, and you might be surprised, unless you've played Galacticraft before, you might be surprised what just has to be done before we can get this done. So, I'm estimating this is the last episode with oxygen, because I think after this we're going to run out completely. So, we have 2 heavy oxygen tanks full. We have, this is an empty canister. This is an empty canister. In 2 episodes, we've already been through 2 full canisters. Now, this is a 3/4 full canister of liquid oxygen. So we have a 3/4 full canister. This will fill 3 tanks. So we have 2 tanks. We have 3 in here, and then we have a single medium-sized tank. These are large, but a single medium-sized tank back at the initial starting base. So, here's the thing, though. Will that last us through this episode? And if we don't get the oxygen supply geared up by the end of the episode, then we are pretty much stuck. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the test world. Basically, I had to refine exactly what we need to do today to get this done in time. Do you guys think that we can do it? Let me know in the stream chat or in the comments. And, okay, so here's what we have to do to make this work. So we've got here this. Okay, back here. Okay, let's start back here. This would be the stuff that we need to make. This would be an oxygen collector. This collects oxygen from leaves in the area. This is an oxygen compressor, which takes the collected oxygen and turns it into oxygen that can go into an oxygen tank. So we need both of these machines. Now, both of those machines take a whole lot to craft. And I've laid out the crafting recipes, not to mention the fact that we need solar panels, we need, like, for power, we also need some sieves, we also need some, what is this thing? This would be compressor, this would be a collector, and this would be, oh yes, this is a regular compressor, a metal compressor, not a oxygen compressor. So, here's the thing, in order to make, you may see there's a lot of signs that say make, it makes something, it makes another thing, it makes another thing. Okay, so what we got here is the oxygen compressor. To make that, let's go ahead and check that out. Compressor. Okay, where is it? Oxygen compressor, come on. Okay, there we go. Nope, that's a decompressor. There we go. You can see it requires compressed aluminum, compressed steel, compressed concentrator, oxygen concentrator, compressed bronze. If we could have a compressed concentrator, that would be very helpful. Okay, it requires a lot of those things. So in order to make these machines, we need to make the regular metal compressor first. Now, we have a lot of the materials already, but there are certain things that we are very much missing. So we need to start with this is a piece of cobblestone. That is easy enough, but it gets more complicated. We start with a piece of cobblestone. We need to get a hammer of some sort from the Ex Nihilo mod, because we cannot just harvest mob drops because there are no mob drops in peaceful mode. So we need hammers to harvest the cobblestone, turn the cobblestone into gravel, and then use the hammer on the gravel to turn the gravel into sand, and then use the sand combined with a sieve and preferably an iron stiffened mesh, which is a whole nother topic that we're going to have to get to. But, okay, turn this into sand, then we put it through a sieve, and then that makes aluminum ore chunk. And by the way, all of those steps, if you guys are not familiar with the Ex Nihilo mod, all of those steps take time. You have to take a piece of cobblestone, you have to basically mine it. It's like mining cobblestone, but with a hammer, and it turns it into gravel. And then you have to mine the gravel and turn it into sand, and we're probably going to need a lot of sand, because in order to make this here aluminum ore chunk, you can see that it comes from aluminum ore pieces, and aluminum ore pieces come from sifting. That would be a heavy sieve. Let's go for a regular sieve. Sifting, where's the sand? There's the sand. Okay, take sand and sift it, and you have a 5% chance of getting aluminum ore pieces, which means that there's not a very good chance that we're going to be able to get this, so we're probably going to need stacks and stacks and stacks of sand and gravel and cobblestone, which means that it is going to take quite a long time, which is a big problem because we're going to run out of oxygen before we have enough of these things. So it's going to take, like, with a 5% chance, and by the way, the reason why I'm saying we should use an iron stiffened mesh is for the simple reason that with a flint stiffened mesh you get 5% chance, and with a iron stiffened mesh you get a 7.5% chance, so that is even better. So we're going to need one of those iron stiffened meshes, and that is really complicated to get in our current situation on the asteroids with no resources. So we're going to have to get to that and explain. I'm going to show you guys how we get that. That is very going to take too much time that we're not going to be able to make it in time. Possibly. We shall see. So, compressor. We've also got, in order to make the compressor, we also need, so that was the aluminum ore chunks. You take these, you use them in a furnace, and it turns into aluminum ingots, which is very helpful. But we also need copper ore chunks. So that is slightly different. This one starts with cobblestone, but the copper starts with cobblestone again. But instead of sifting the sand, we have to sift the gravel, which makes it even more complicated. You may be wondering why, because you're already sifting things. Well, the reason is because for this recipe, we took the gravel and turned it into sand. So because we took the gravel and turned it into sand, we won't be getting this copper from it. We'll only be getting this aluminum and some other things, but not the things that we're looking for. Not the copper that we're looking for. So we need to both sift sand. We also need to sift gravel. So that is going to take extra time. Now, as if that weren't complicated enough, that just gets us the compressor to compress metals. Now, we need to put some fuel in it, which, actually not sure how to get that. Hopefully we'll be okay with the fuel. I think we have something or other. We could probably turn some wood into something if we can get our trees growing fast enough. We have no bone meal. and that's the problem. We have no bone meal, and so we cannot very easily be able to grow a tree. We have to kind of wait for it. Now, next machine. This would be the oxygen collector. Now, let's check out what the collector requires. And you see it requires some compressed steel and tin canisters. So we need some tin, which comes from those things again. Sifting. The nice thing is that when you're getting the aluminum ore chunks from the sieve, you can see that you're also getting tin and you're also getting zinc. So that's nice. So we're going to be getting some of those things. So we don't need to worry about that, which is nice because that saves some time. But in case you're wondering, well, that makes it easy enough. You should be able to do that in plenty of time so that you don't run out of oxygen. Well, we also have to get aluminum. We also have to get a whole bunch of things, including redstone. Now, that sounds easy enough, except for the fact that redstone, yes, it comes from sifting, but it comes from sifting dust, which is a whole nother stage. Because dust, basically what you have to do with dust is you have to get it from... what? I'm confused. Where'd I go? Where did it go? Okay. Ah, yes. Sand. Use a hammer on sand. So that would be that. Use a hammer on sand. Now, that's another stage, so that's going to take even longer. The nice thing is that, actually, I was going to say we can automate part of this, but we can't really automate part of this yet. Okay, so that should be that. So we've got, when we get redstone, which is another stage, then we can get the whole oxygen collector thing. Now, with getting the oxygen collector, we should also be able to get this, which is the oxygen compressor, except that it also requires bronze. And bronze is a little more difficult to get. I think the best way to get it is from putting 3 copper and a tin in a crafting recipe, which means that we need to sift some sand to get the tin. So that's the thing. So that would be that. Now, if that weren't complicated enough to even use these machines, except for the compressor, which is very nice, it uses regular fuel, but to even use these machines, we need a solar panel. And as you can see, there's loads of signs here, and it says we should already be able to craft this. We should, in fact, already be able to craft this, possibly. Do this first after compressor. I think I might do it first before compressor. We'll have to see. Start generating immediately. Connect to energy storage modules. The reason for that is because this is a basic solar panel. And if I have, I think we have out on the roof. I think we have a solar panel out on the roof. Let's go ahead and see so that you guys can see it. Where is it? Oh, we're in normal difficulty again. Okay, let's go ahead and switch that back into peaceful. There we go. Okay, so we had one on the roof, but basically it's a matter of the advanced solar panel will angle itself to the sun, which is very nice, so it gets a lot better power generation. The basic solar panel doesn't angle itself, it just points straight up. And as you can tell, there's no sun straight up. The sun is way over there, which means that it'll generate power very slowly. Now, the nice thing about those solar panels is that it will, let's go ahead and fill in the roof, there we go. The nice thing about those solar panels is that they have quite a big buffer inside. As you can see, they've got 16,000 Galacticraft joules, which should be enough to get us some basic oxygen to get us started, to actually run the machines and all that. But we need to get that started right away, get this thing built on our base, and then let it collect. Now, the nice thing is that we do, in fact, have, in addition to that buffer, on our own base, we have, where is it? I think we have some in this base, too. I think it's downstairs, but we have a lot of battery energy storage module things. So that should be nice. We can let this collect and get loads of power. So in any case, that would be the solar panels. We need to make that. We should already be able to craft it, but we also, you may have remembered that we got over here to make these things, we want an iron stiffened mesh. And the reason we want an iron stiffened mesh is because they give you a higher percentage. It's like 7.5% chance of getting materials instead of 5%, which is a huge difference when we're trying to save time. Now, it requires 6 iron ingots, which is very simple, except for the fact that it requires a flint stiffened mesh. And a flint stiffened mesh requires, I think I built this all downstairs. Let's go ahead and check this out. So, head downstairs. You guys can see that it's more complicated than you might think, because downstairs we've got a tree and it's white. You may be wondering, why do you have a tree that's white? Well, because over here, let's head over here and see. This would be the iron stiffened mesh. In order to make the iron stiffened mesh, we require an iron stiffened mesh. Now, we also require a flint stiffened mesh. And to make a flint stiffened mesh, we require flint and string mesh. Now, to make the flint, we must sift gravel. Which is, the nice thing though, is to get flint, it's like a 25% chance instead of a 5, which is very nice. But, sift gravel to get flint, but the thing is that we also need this string mesh in order to do the sifting to get the flint from the gravel. Now, to make a string mesh, so to get the gravel, okay, this is how to get the gravel, but to get the string mesh, you may be wondering, what is this tree all about? Well, over here, this is a sieve with a string mesh to start with, to get the flint. Now, sieve with a string mesh. Over here, string. We need string. 9 string. Can't count today, but that would be 9 string. To get the 9 string, we need to use a wooden crook, or any kind of crook. I think there's only one kind of crook, but anyways. A wooden crook on infested leaves will give you saplings. Get a sapling before infesting. That's very important. If we miss that, then we have to go find another tree. Because I think they don't give you as many saplings or something. I don't remember exactly. You use a crook on regular leaves to get saplings, but then you can infest it with the worms or whatever they're called. I don't remember what they're called, but silkworms, I think. And it turns the tree white. When the tree turns white, then you can harvest it using a crook, and you don't get any saplings from it, but you do get the, what is it called? The string, which is very nice. That's the only way to get string. Now, here's the dilemma, is that we need our tree. If you guys remember from last episode, we need our tree to be able to use it to harvest the oxygen. So, yeah, so when we infest it, we won't be able to get any saplings, and I don't think we'll be able to generate oxygen from it. I don't know. We need to test that, but that is, we kind of need to use the crook to get some saplings first. So, which means 2 sessions of growing trees. We need to first, let's go over here. We need to first grow the tree, and then harvest it with a crook, the oak leaves, harvest it to get a sapling. Or 2, preferably 2 saplings. And then, hopefully also at the same time, because when you're harvesting the leaves with the wooden crook, you can get a sapling, but you can also get a silkworm. Now, we grow the tree once, which takes time, takes oxygen. Grow the tree once, harvest it with a crook to hopefully get a couple of saplings and a silkworm, and then use the silkworm to infest the tree, which takes time, not too much time, but we also need to grow another tree to be able to generate oxygen from it. So basically we need to infest the tree, turns it into this white thing, and then we use the crook to harvest the white tree to get the string from it. We need to harvest enough to get 9 string, and hopefully we can do that all from one tree. If we don't do that all from one tree, then we need to wait for another tree to grow. So that is not very good. So basically 2 sessions of waiting for trees to grow with no bone meal to make them speed up. So that's going to use up a lot of oxygen while we are waiting. So that's that. Then we get the string mesh. Then we can make the sieve with the string mesh. Then we can get the flint from the string mesh. Then we can turn the flint into, if we have enough iron, we have a little bit of iron, but hopefully we have 6. We can turn that and the string mesh into a iron mesh. And then we can take this iron mesh over here and put it in our sieve, and then turn it into all of these things over here. Start by building the solar panel, and then we need to make those machines over there, which are crafted by these recipes over here, by sifting a lot of things through our iron mesh. That is basically what there is to it. So, with all that having been said, about 20 minutes of explanation, you can tell that just by how long it took to explain what we have to do, it may take way too long to actually do what we have to do. So we have to get into the world there and do it and hope that it works. That is the idea, because if we run out of time, then we're dead, because we have no more oxygen, so we'll just keep dying over and over again. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and try this. So, what are our first steps? Let's line those up and write them down, and then go for it. So our first step is to grow the tree. We need to wait for the tree to grow. Okay, so first steps. Let's write these down, and then let's go back and refer to this test world when we need to. Also, we need to make sure that our tree has enough space as well. So, steps. Just gonna write them down so that I don't forget, because that is very important if you're trying to do this challenge in peaceful mode. Because the wiki says it should be impossible, but with Ex Nihilo it should be possible, but take time, so it may not be possible. So, steps. We've got to grow the tree. There we go. That is one step. And then after we grow the tree, then we need to infest it with silkworm. I'm not going to write down every step, I'm just going to write down the beginning steps. So, grow a tree, harvest with crook for saplings, and silk worms. There we go. Okay, that would be step 1. Now, that would be to give us the sieve mesh. Now, while we're waiting for the sieve mesh, we can start harvesting some cobblestone and gravel and sand, not dirt, sand and dust. So, hammer stacks of cobblestone, gravel, dust, and sand. Gravel, dust, and sand. Can't type today. Okay, there we go. So that is what we have to do. Are there any other... Oh, and build the solar panel. Yes, that is essential as well. Build the solar panel. Okay, so hopefully with those 3 initial steps, let's start with the solar panel because the tree is already ready to grow. Let's just make sure the tree has enough room to grow. And then let's start with the solar panel so it can start generating power. And then when it's generated power, then it should be good to go when we're ready for it. So, are we ready? Let's go ahead and head into here and hope that we don't die. The other thing we should do, really, is go bring... Okay, if we do die, then we'll have a very difficult time. We have to keep respawn... Oh, we're going to keep respawning way out in the middle of nowhere, so we should really get a bed if we can, but that requires more string, so we can't do that. So, yeah, so... Okay, here's the other thing. If we die, like I was just saying, if you guys didn't follow what I was saying. Okay, if we die... We got big problems. Lipusite Indy, hello, welcome to you, welcome to the day, welcome to the stream. How much have I missed? That's a good question. Basically, we've set up the massive task that we have for today. This is a countdown to my demise. That's the idea. Countdown to my demise, because we are very low on oxygen, probably not going to last for another episode after this. So, we need to get everything done this episode. And we've just went through all of the recipes that we need to do. I'm just going to quickly go through that again, just because you're just tuning in, just like a 30-second summary. So in the test world, here we go. We got them all built in the test world so you can see what we need to do. Okay, here we go. Where are we at? There we go. We're at a chest. That is where we're at. So, up here, we need to be able to make the oxygen. Quick summary. Up. Come on, jump. What's going on? Can't get into flight mode right now. Okay, here would be the recipes. We need to be able to make these oxygen machines. We need to make the oxygen compressor. We need to make the oxygen collector. We need to make a solar panel to power those things. We also need to make a compressor in order to make those things in the first place. Now, the challenge is that according to the wiki for the Asteroids challenge in Galacticraft, it should be impossible in peaceful mode. Literally impossible, because you need to use mob drops to get the materials. Well, we have Ex Nihilo, which is very nice, but Ex Nihilo, we have to get things like aluminum ore chunks, we need to get copper ore chunks, we need to get them from sifting things, which means we need an iron stiffened mesh, or any kind of mesh, and we need to get them... use the hammers and things. It's going to take a long time. For every stage we need to hammer some cobblestone. The first things we need to do are we need to hammer a whole bunch of things together, get the solar panels built, so that they can start generating power, because we can only build a simple basic solar panel which doesn't angle itself to the sun, so it gets very limited sun. So we need to start it generating immediately. We also need to get some things, start hammering some cobblestone, hammering some gravel, things like that, so that we can get ready to start sifting it when we get our sieve ready to go. But the big problem with that is that to get our sieve ready to go, we have to make the mesh. And the problem with the mesh, we should have enough iron to make the iron stiffened mesh. That's nice. So you can see here, iron stiffened mesh. It requires 6 iron ingots and a flint stiffened mesh. The flint stiffened mesh comes from flint, which comes from sifting gravel with a string mesh. Now, that's nice enough, except that sifting the gravel through a string mesh requires, obviously, a string mesh. And requiring a string mesh means that we need to have some string. And to get some string, we need to get it from using a crook on infested leaves. Now, I don't know if infested leaves will generate oxygen, but they certainly won't give you saplings. So we need to get a sapling before infesting the leaves. And break leaves with the crook gets lots of saplings. So basically what we need to do is start with growing the tree. We need to wait for the tree to grow. Then we need to use a crook on it to get some saplings, hopefully get 2 of them, and build a second tree. And hopefully at the same time get a silkworm, because you have a chance of getting a silkworm, you have a chance of getting a sapling. So we need to grow the tree, wait for that to grow, we don't have bone meal, and then harvest it, get the saplings, get the silkworms, infest the tree with the silkworm, which takes time. Then we have to harvest the tree. We also have to grow another one at the same time. Harvest the tree, infested leaves, and turn that into silkworm string stuff. And then when we get the string, then we can take this string and turn it into a string mesh. We need 9 strings, so we might need 2 trees. I don't even know how many you get from it. Yeah, it's a lot to do. I don't know if we're going to run out of oxygen before we are ready. But our first steps, grow the tree and harvest with the crook for saplings and silkworms, build the solar panel and get it generating power, and hammer stacks and stacks of cobblestone, gravel, dust, and sand. Those are our 3 things that we have to do to start with. And then we have to do all the rest of the crafting and do the compressor. We have to wait for the compressor to run as usual, because machines, you know, they take time and all that. Then we have to wait for, that's the metal compressor. Then we have to wait for the oxygen compressor. Then we have to wait for, like, all kinds of things. It's crazy. Lipson says, countdown to my demise. I'm getting Unis, I don't know what that means. Vibes. Oh, he explained what it means. Unis is a YouTube channel where Markiplier and a friend of his do stupid stuff every day. The channel will get deleted when it's a year old. Interesting. Never heard of that one before, but that sounds interesting. So, that is what we have to do today to start. So, you know, there's lots of signs over here. We should already be able to craft this. Do this first after the compressor. I think we might do it before the compressor, though. Connect to energy storage modules and start generating immediately. So, that is kind of what we have to do. So, we got those 3 major things to do, a lot of time-consuming things, and we're going to run out of oxygen. Countdown to my demise, that's the issue. So, let's go ahead and get this started right about here. Let's load into the main world. Lipson says, Unus Annus is also Latin, means 1 year. Oh, 1 year. Okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense now. Okay, where are we here? Because here's what we got. We've done 2 episodes so far, and you can see that we have used up 2 full canisters of oxygen. We have about 2 heavy oxygen tanks here that are full. We also have 3/4 of a canister of liquid oxygen. We also have a medium oxygen tank at our base over there. Oh, do the cryogenic chambers set your spawn? Because if we start dying, we need to come back here. So let's get into one of these and hope that it sets our spawn. And not sure why we're glitching so much, but okay, there we go. We have no chat messages, so not sure if it is not sure if it worked or not. Okay, well, let's take one of these out of the wall then, just to be safe. So let's go ahead and pick that up and move it out of the wall. Move it more into the middle. There we go. Okay, I can't use this for another 280 seconds. Okay, well, hopefully we reset our spawn. We will see. We need to make sure this tree has enough room to grow, because we need to definitely get this going very, very quickly. So, arc lamp, put that there. We've got lots of light for the tree. That is nice. Let's put it on the other side so that it's facing the tree. Not sure if it makes a difference, but it is there now. So where did the other one go? Oh, there it is. Hello. Okay. Lipsden says they have a catchphrase. Memento mori, which is Latin for remember death, which is what I thought of Unus Annus when you said countdown to demise. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So, got this tree. Need to get it to start growing. Ooh, we have some leaves. Ooh. Okay, does that change anything? Does that change anything? Our 3 starting tasks. Grow the tree, harvest with crook for saplings and silkworms. I don't know if you get saplings or silkworms from just straight leaves. I think you need them to be attached to a tree. So I think we'll just hold on to the leaves for now because we can get oxygen from them, so we'll keep them just in case. Now, grow the tree, harvest with crook for saplings and silkworms. Build the solar panel. Okay, so let's build the solar panel. And then harvest stacks of materials. So, we've got some full solar panel stuff here. Solar. Yep, there we go. Type it properly. Excellent. Basic solar panel, and we need to get this set up and get it funneling the power into the base. That's going to be hard. So, we need... Oh, yes, first after compressor because we need compressed steel. Well, that's a little kink in the plan. Okay, so we can't make the solar panel right away. We just have to wait for this tree. Except we can hammer stacks of cobblestone, gravel, dust, and sand. So, while we are waiting for this here tree to grow, let's start hammering stuff, but we should really get back to our initial starting pod and try to grab everything we can and bring them here, because if we did manage to set our spawn here, then we will definitely need it. Oh, you know what? Let's get the solar panel place set up. Let's do that. So, which direction is the sun? That's the first question. So let's go ahead and head down here, because we need the solar panel to be outside, but we need the machines to be inside. So, let's go ahead and head over here. Where is the sun? Oh, is that the sun? Oh, that could be easier than I expected. Okay, so if the sun's over that way, then we want it to be generating upstairs. So let's go ahead and head up here. And here we go. Okay. Generate through, not through that room. That room's full. And this room's full as well. Okay, well, let's turn the TV on. There we go. But we want to get the... how do we want to get this power into the base? Oh, through the roof? That might work. Let's go through the roof, I guess. Okay, so we have rooms in the way, but... Oh, we should really make a... No, we shouldn't make a stone pickaxe because we're going to run out of wood. We need a lot of wood to make the crook and make everything else. But our dash is going to run out too, which is obviously not ideal. Okay, so we're building into this room. We're digging into this room here. Yeah, so let's just dig through. Let's just do that. And here we go, on our way through. There we go. Okay, so we've made it out to the outside. So this is the sun over there. Nice. That is where we want to put our solar panel right... Ooh, there's even a nice cutout area for it. We could put the solar panel right here, and there should be plenty of space for it. That's nice. Oh, we dropped a block. Every block is precious at the moment. Every block is very precious. Okay, so the solar panel should be able to fit here. And then we should be able to put connect it to, where was the block that we just picked up? Oh, tin wall block, there we go. We should be able to connect it to the battery unit. Put the battery unit right about there. Let's go ahead and get that set up right now while we wait for the tree to grow. This is a countdown to my demise where the limiting factor is the tree growing. We just have to wait for the tree to grow. That's all that there is to it. Well, not all that there is to it. There's a whole lot more to it than that, but we do definitely need to get these things set up. What is this? This would be... I think that's a wire going through a block. We need as much wire as possible, though, probably to craft that thing in the first place. So here we go. Okay, hang on. Just let me Alt-tab out of here. Just need to switch, move some things around on the monitor. There we go. Okay. Let's head back into Minecraft. Okay, so we've got, as you can see, energy storage module, energy storage cluster. Now, there's a second cluster up there, which is very nice. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we should get the second one showing up in our inventory fairly soon. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's something that was in it as well. And where'd the cluster go? Can't even find it. And it's very dark in here. Uh-huh. Oh, there it is. Found it! Okay, so we got... What did we get? We got something. Something else. Oh, battery! Oh, nice. Okay. So we got a battery. Not that that's particularly helpful, but that is okay. So, tree is still not grown. So let's go ahead and head out here once again. And let's set this up. So we want to get... We want a way out. We need a way out. So let's go ahead and build the solar panel over one more. Okay, so the solar panel should be able to go right about... Oh, we're losing a block of tin. Okay. Put the solar panel over here like this. Build it out a little ways from... Like, not a little ways, but just, like, put it here. And build a platform around it so that we don't accidentally lose it if we happen to break it or something. Okay. So that's where it's going to have to go. We need to get rid of this. And, whoa, it's going up. We should really grab that because we need a lot of cobblestone for the next stage, and it's way out of our reach, so never mind. Goodbye! See you later, block. Okay. Well, here we go. Put the solar panel right here, connect it directly without the use of wires, because probably our wires are all going to get used in the crafting recipe for the solar panel. So, we want the energy storage module. That's the wrong way around. Do we even need to make a wrench for this thing? Oh, no, don't lose this. No, we need that. We need that. Don't run out. Don't get lost. Okay, we got it. Okay, that was close. But we can put it down like that. And yes, there we go. We got it connected the right way around. So we can put the solar panel there, connect it to the energy storage module right there, and connect that to the energy storage cluster right here. There we go. And connect this to another storage cluster. There we go. So we should have plenty of energy storage when we get the solar panel ready. So that's that. Now, what if we place it and it goes down the wrong direction? Then we don't want to pick it up because it might go flying off the edge. You know what? Let's just try to place it down the right direction. Let's just try to do that. So, the tree is still not grown. If you guys know of any ways to grow trees faster without bone meal, or any ways to get bone meal, then let me know. But we're kind of stuck for now. So, what do we have here? We have next, we've got the place for the solar panel set up. We need to move things from our other base into here. And we need to hammer stacks of cobblestone, gravel, dust, and sand. So, and what do you guys think? Should we attempt to go to another ice asteroid? I think it's like a 25% chance of a tree in it. If we can get a second tree, that would really change the equation. But if we waste time, then that would really change the equation as well. And not in a good way. So, okay. Let's try to get up out of here, first of all. We need to get to our place where we started from to get all of our extra stuff, because that little oxygen tank may become necessary very soon. And we're getting some serious frame rate right now. Not sure why. That's weird. Oh, do I have to do the toggle full screen thing again? That seems to make a big difference. When you toggle in and out of full screen, it seems to help it with the prioritizing or something. Okay, let's try this back in now. Ah, there we go. We're getting close to 60 now. That's nice. Okay, so we should be able to go faster now. Okay, up we go. And up we go again. Oh, and we're getting back down to 13. Okay, not sure why it's doing that, but oh, well, it's close enough. Oh, 40. Nice. Okay, so we're getting a lot of good frame rate. So, let's go ahead and forget about that. We need to go ahead and head to... This is our base, but we need to head to our old base. And try to get our... Medium oxygen tank, because that might become essential to our survival also. Ellipse590 said on the... let's try to say that with a little bit less tongue-tied. Ellipse590 said that in the previous episode, I missed some materials that I should have grabbed at the other base. Some iron, specifically. And that will... Ooh, should we go up to that asteroid there? That's pretty close. I don't know if we should take the time to go there. But, okay. We missed some iron, and we will definitely need the iron to make the iron-stiffened mesh. The benefit of the iron-stiffened mesh is that you get, instead of getting from sifting stuff, instead of getting a 5% chance of materials, you get a 7.5% chance, which when we're counting down the time, that is a very, very big deal. So, let's go ahead and try to head back to our base, try to get everything we can, and try to get to that other place to get all of that iron that we missed. So, let's see. And hopefully we go to the right place to start with, because if we don't go to the right place, then that would be a lot of time taken. So, the nice thing though, is that this is a very nice stroll through the asteroids, just jumping along a bridge in the middle of the void, in the middle of space. It is a very relaxing, calming time that if we make one false step, then we're going to die. But aside from that, it is very, very pleasant and very peaceful. That's nice. So let's head over here. And in case you guys are wondering why there's no sound or not very good sound, is because we don't have a frequency module yet. That's something that you need in the asteroid belt in space, because there's no air, so you need what's called a frequency module to be able to hear better, and we don't have the materials for that yet. So that would be that. So we are on our way back. We've made it, I think, about halfway, maybe 2/3. I think that's it right there. So maybe, yeah, we've made it most of the way. So let's go ahead and head up here. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, on our way over. Sneak, because we don't want to fall off the corner. There we go. Now we can jump, and now we can head to our initial starting base. We don't need to bring this cryogenic chamber because we have loads of cryogenic chambers at our new base, which is very nice. This is our initial pod, our landing pod. Now, we can bring this. Okay, let's go ahead and sort out our inventory so that we can... Oh, we should really have had more space. Now, this is a potion. We have the challenge of no potions, so we are not going to be using that. So we can bring our cows, we can bring our chicken eggs, we can bring our medium oxygen tank. We might as well leave the rocket here because we're not going to be using it anytime soon. And we'll leave the entry pod here because it's got fuel in it that's going to be very helpful for the rocket. So, now we also want to bring the furnace, we also want to bring the... let's leave them here actually, because we'll have plenty of cobblestone and we already have a crafting table. So, that would be that. Now, let's head to this other base now that we grabbed everything from our initial base that we need. Let's head to this other base over here to try to get materials. And oh, that asteroid looks like it's actually pretty close, that ice one there. So maybe we should check that one out just to see if we can get anything from it. Because if it has a tree in it, then that would be very helpful to change our equation of the time that things are going to take. What's that? Oh, that's just a shadow. Just a shadow. Okay. Is there any way to see inside? These are packed ice, that's the thing. Packed ice means that it you can't really see inside it very easily. What's that? Just a shadow. Okay, down here is where we're trying to get to. So let's get to down here. And jump! We can make it down. Let's see if we can make it right into that hole there. And hopefully our tree will be grown when we get back. Except I think it's out of render distance, which means that it might be not actually growing right now. Which is quite a problem. Okay, there we go. We got those cryogenic chambers. We've got... Okay, in here. Yes, it was in here. And we took this one already. But there's some more energy storage modules. Yeah, let's take those. Let's definitely take those. And I think we can break them just like this. Yes, okay. That's one. Okay. Whoop, we have no light. Okay, that's not good. Let's take the wires. Where is our light? There we go. We got the light. Let's put the light down here. There we go. Now you guys can see. Now I can see too. Okay. let's just break things and take it with us. That's the idea, that's the aim of the game. So let's break that, let's break this, let's break that, let's break this, because this will really help because we won't have to make more wires. So, okay, we want to grab them when they fall, though. There we go. Oh, we don't have enough space. Don't tell me we don't have enough space for all these things. Aye, what can we get rid of? We should really have thought this through better. Zombie head. Do we even need a zombie head? Why do we have that? Okay. Wait! Are these crafting tables, can you actually store things in them? We can store... Yeah, we can store the zombie head in them. Okay, so we'll store the tulip in there as well, because I don't think it's useful for much aside from dye. You can compost it into dirt, but we're not looking to do that yet. We are not looking to do that yet, so let's go ahead and put the tulip in there. And is there anything else we can drop? Anything we don't need with us right now? We don't need this food, I think that is, right? Can of food, yeah. We don't need the food, so let's go ahead and put the food in there. Because peaceful mode. That's one of the benefits of peaceful mode, even though the recipes mean that you might die because they take so long to make. Now, what is this? I don't think we need that. Okay, that would be that. Let's take our lamp. We don't have enough space for the lamp. We don't need this fluid tank. So let's go ahead and put the fluid tank in. Let's go ahead, while we're here, let's raise our render distance for the simple fact, the simple reason that we want our tree to be growing while we're here, and if it's not growing, then we're dead. So that's not good. So, here we go. We just need to wait for it to unlag from reloading all the chunks. Okay, so there we go. There we go. So now let's go ahead and put this tank in here because we don't need the tank either. I don't think we need the tank. Let's go ahead and double check that. Okay. Not recipe. Usage. Nope, no usages. Okay. Now, we're gonna get some serious lag while it is loading in, but once it's loaded in all the chunks, you can see 145 chunk updates right now. So it's got to load all that in. You can't see it doing that because it's outside of the walls. Okay, so that would be that. I don't see anything in here that's particularly helpful. And let's go ahead and check downstairs. Just to be sure that we're thorough. This place has some things, but not helpful things. And what is this? This would be pillars of some kind. We've also got... Oh, we got more battery units in here. Oh, wow. Let's go ahead and grab every single battery unit that we can. Did I pick up the light? No, we need the light. Where's the light? The light is upstairs. Where's the light? Okay, so we got the render distance loaded up, which means that our trees should be growing while we're here. If it's within range. Not sure exactly how far out of range it was. Okay, grab the light. Come on. There we go. Light, where'd it go? Hello? Did we drop the light? Oh, there it is. It's up there. Found the light. Excellent. Oh yeah, we're getting some serious lag from having 30 chunks loaded, or was it 28? Okay, because the lighting changed. It took a while to change. Okay, so not in there, not in there, not in there, not... Oh, it is in here. Okay. Nice. Okay, place that down there. Okay, now, we can grab all these things. We got one of those battery units. We need one of these. We need one of these. We need one of these. Just grab all the wire that we can, because wire is used in crafting recipes, and I was wondering what is going to go on with the wiring if we use too much of it on the solar panel, then we can't actually use the solar panel without wiring, right? But now we actually have some extra wiring, so this is good. Good idea for sending me back here, like you did in the comments. Okay, now we don't have enough room for everything, do we? Not for the battery. Okay, we really need most of what we have, actually. Except we don't need the tin wall blocks. So let's just go ahead and drop those. Do we have a crafting table down on this level that we can throw things in? No. Okay. So let's just go ahead and drop the tin wall blocks. We should be getting quite a lot of those. So let's do that. Unless they're useful in a crafting recipe that we need. Let's check that. Come on, tin wall blocks. Okay, usages. In decoration wall, decoration stairs. More stairs. Vacuum sealed glass. Okay, we don't need that yet, but that could be good in the future. And decoration slabs. Sealable aluminum wire. Sealable. Okay, so it's just basically like things and walls and things. It's basically what there is to it. So let's go ahead and just take them just for the sake of not wasting anything, and let's just place them down on the wall here, just like that. There we go, just like that. Oh, we're kind of getting them stuck in the middle of the room. Okay, there we go. Over here like this. There we go. We got the tin wall blocks all placed down so we won't lose them. Now, let's grab this battery. There we go. We got the battery. Now we are good to go. Now we need our lamp, and we need to leave, and we don't have enough space for the lamp, and our frame rate is getting a little bit better, so let's go ahead and close that. Okay. Let's see. We should really keep the canisters. What are they useful for? There's no usages, so we should really go and put them upstairs in that crafting table thing, and then we should be good to go. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Put our canisters in there, the empty ones. We will keep the full one, but put the canisters in there. Okay, we are getting loads of batteries. We should be able to run the oxygen machines for quite a while when we get them. If we get them in time. That is the question. Now, we need to grab our lamp. And where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. Time to go. Time to go down, that it is. Okay. And is that another layer? No, there isn't. Okay. Oh, more of these things. Okay, we don't need to grab these. We got enough to go on for now. We don't need to take the extra time. But it's good to know there's more of them there. Okay, and there's more of this stuff down here. Okay, ooh, iron. Yes, this is what you sent me here for. So, we need 6 iron. Whoop, acquire hardware. Nice, an achievement. That's very nice. And, okay, we got 5 iron. That is not ideal, but we do have some sticks. So that is nice. So, okay, so we got some sticks. We got some lamps. Let's grab some lamps. 3 of the lamps, particularly. There we go. I think we got them all. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now we can leave, because I do believe we have everything that we need. This is an empty room. This is an empty room. Okay, so I think we have everything that we need now. Now that we do have all of that stuff, now we can go ahead and leave this, and we can go to the next place. And the next place that we're heading to is that asteroid that's right across the way there. See if we can find anything in it. Any tree, because that will really change our equation. Although we should probably drop off our stuff back at the main base first, though. Yeah, so... Yeah, I think we should drop our stuff off at the main base. We need to get a pickaxe sorted out so that we can start getting cobblestone, because we're going to need a lot of cobblestone very fast. So we're going to have to go with something such as iron. That may be necessary. Oh, wait a minute. If we go for iron... Okay, we have iron ingots. Oh, by the way, we saw something last episode in the distance. Where was it? It was somewhere, but we saw something that we're like, what was that thing? Turns out it was one of those, like the thing that we made into our own base. It was one of those things. So that should have a lot of nice materials in it, but I can't tell where it was. It was something. It was something, it was a square-looking asteroid. There's 2 different types. The thing that we are living in is a nice, like an asteroid thing that, can we actually see our main base from here? I don't think we can. Maybe it's out of render distance. But yeah, so basically, the thing that we're living in is made out of tin wall blocks. And since it's made out of tin wall blocks, it looks like a big created structure thing. But the thing that we saw, the other episode that we didn't go explore, was actually a similar idea, but like within the test world, it's made out of asteroid rock instead of tin wall blocks. So it could have some good stuff in it too. Okay, this is some serious lag. Well, I don't know why the stream was performing so much, the game was performing so much better last time. It is in peaceful. Okay. Because last time we were able to handle 28 chunks with relative ease. So not sure why it's struggling so much this time, but in any case, that's besides the point. So here we go, head down here and get to our base. Is it... How far are we? Is it in render distance yet? Because if the tree wasn't growing the whole time we were there... Whoa! Okay, hang on. We need to make a quick stop on this asteroid. Because if you see our oxygen tanks, in just the time that we were exploring that, we have a problem. We have used up a full heavy oxygen tank and another half tank. So that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all. So, okay, so let's go ahead and head back. Let's, you know what, rather than going to explore asteroids, because we're going to run out of oxygen too quickly, we need to go ahead and get our materials ready to go for the sieve, for when we get the sieve. Get them hammered up, and then when we are ready with the sieve, then we can go ahead and use that. But if the sieve is not ready, but we have our materials ready to go, then we can go ahead and do some exploring and try to check out some asteroids and try to get a tree that will be a second tree that will save some time. But as it is, we cannot afford that time, and hopefully our tree will just grow fast enough. Okay, so now we can see our... Can we? Well, we can almost see our base. It's still a little bit out of range, though, which is not good, so hopefully we weren't too far away that we had the tree not growing the whole time, because that would be a waste of a oxygen tank and a half. An entire oxygen tank and a half a tank, which is very much a bad situation. So, let's head back over here to the junction in the road. Oh, lag, uh-oh. Okay. Head over here and sneak. Let's not run off the end due to lag. That would not be very good. And here we go. Okay, time to go. Time to head over here. You know what would be really interesting, though, is if there happens to be a tree just right next to where we are. So, just trying to keep an eye out for all of that stuff. Because you never know. The reason that we found the other tree was because the asteroid loaded sort of half inside a chunk. So it was half loaded, and we saw a tree inside the ice asteroid while it was loading. So if we happen to see that ever again here on our way traveling, then we can go ahead and check out that asteroid for sure. As it is, though, we are heading back. Let's go ahead and change our render distance again. Let's bring it down to 8. How's that? Or 9. Let's go for 9. From 28 down to 9. That's a cut of about a third. No, a cut down to a third of the chunk distance, but because it's in a circle, its area, it's a speed up of a whole lot more than that. So, here we go. That's nice. So we're on our way down into this particular place that we are living in right now. We can also harvest this to get some asteroid rock, which is going to be very, very necessary. So, down here we go. Inside we go. And upstairs we go and see if our tree has grown while we were gone. No, it has not, as we suspected, because it was out of render distance. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start dealing with the items that we have in our inventory. Empty the inventory. We don't have any chest, and we can't afford a chest. That's the problem. So let's go ahead and, because we have, how much wood do we have? 22 birchwood planks and 6 sticks, which means that that is not very good. We can't afford to just use it on a chest. So let's go ahead and place that down there, and that down there, and then we can go ahead and head out here. And here we go, break that one. Come on, okay, we're too far away. There we go. Okay, got rid of that one. And we can't pick it up. We need to go from this angle because you need to go from this side to get it to face the right way. Come on. Oh, we missed. Okay, can we get this in place? Let's get the next one in place. Energy storage modules. There we go. Slot 8 and modules. Oh, come on. Modules. Nope. We need to shift in the air. Ah, man, oh man. What is going on here? We can't seem to place things in the proper place today. Okay, then. Let's try to bounce a little bit more. Place it on the floor. There we go. Okay, now we can break that thing and get it back. And we can't fit it in our inventory because we have an extra block, tin wall block. There we go. Now, we're going to have loads of energy storage, more than we could ever need, which is going to be very, very nice indeed, because when we get this solar panel built, we're going to need it to start generating as quick as possible. So here we go. There we go. Okay, so that would be our full chain of energy storage units. We can connect them to the solar panel, and then we'll be good to go. Now, what do we have next? We need to... Okay, so we have a whole bunch of things, but okay. We need to get these things working. We need to get some cobblestone. We need to get the cobblestone turned into materials as quickly as possible. So, let's stay within range of our sapling so it will actually grow. Do we have the space for it? We have the 3x3 that it requires around it, and it needs about 5 blocks high. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, so that's really close. Hopefully that's enough space for it. Let's head downstairs, see if we have some more space downstairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have any more space downstairs, so we'll just have to go with this. So that's that. So, now we've got that. We can wait for the tree to grow. Now, we need to get... Okay, let's get down to business. We need to get some stone. Some cobblestone stuff. Let's place down some wire just because we need to do something with it to empty our inventory. There we go. Like that. Down there. And let's get rid of this one as well. Wire, 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 wire. There we go. We got 2 extra slots. Now, we got cobblestone slabs. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, we've got oak leaves. We've got birchwood planks. We've got dash ingots. Loads of things that we don't want to lose. Okay, we can smelt some iron. Okay. Flipsanity says, sounds like you need a chest. Yes, that is very true. We need a chest, but we can't afford any birchwood planks. But what we can afford, come to think of it, is we can afford a crook. I think the crook is made like this? No. Okay, we need the crook. Let's go ahead and get that going. Crook. Actually, let's not make that yet because we don't have the space for it. So, yeah, that's a problem. So what we need is we need the hammer. That's what we need. Okay, so let's get the hammer going. Hammer. And what does it require? It requires 2 of the material of your choice combined with sticks. Now, okay, here's the problem is that we need to use some sticks to make a regular pickaxe to get some materials from the asteroids to make the stone. That's not going to be easy. So, let's see. Okay, so we're going to have to waste a few sticks on this. So let's make... Actually, what is Dash useful for? Arc lamps, we get plenty of those. Launch controller we won't be using for a long time. Terraformer won't be using for a long time, because I think we just need to make another dash pickaxe, because that lasted so long. Dash stick, dash sword. Okay, so a bunch of dash gear. And then we've also got isothermal fabric. Oh, wow. And atmospheric valve. Atmospheric valve is useful in geothermal generators and gas liquefier. Okay, methane synthesizer. Okay, so we don't really need that yet. Isothermal fabric, can we use dash? That is the question. Isothermal chest piece, isothermal leggings. That seems to be just an upgraded version of our thermal gear, which doesn't appear to be wearing out. We appear to be fine for that for now. So, let's make a dash pickaxe. It's a very expensive material, and we can't use regular sticks for it. And so let's fix that. There we go. Let's fix this. There we go. We got a single stick. We need 2 sticks. There we go. This is a very expensive pickaxe. Very expensive indeed, but we have it now, which is nice. So now that we got that, now we got this. Now we can go ahead and stay within range of our sapling, but we can go ahead and grab our crafting table, but we can go ahead and wait a minute. We have the other type of crafting table downstairs, don't we? Yeah, we do. I think we do. We can bring one of those upstairs. And then we can go mining and hope we get enough mining done in time. What is the timing on our mining? That is the... Oh! We got more iron. So we don't need to smelt the iron. And we got more sticks. Okay. We don't need to smelt the iron to turn it into the things that we need to make. So that's nice. So let's go ahead and take one of these crafting tables and bring it upstairs. Come on, come on, come on. Where'd it go? Is it in the air? It's usually in the air. That's the trouble, is that when you break things, they usually wind up in the air, and then you don't know where they are. Or did it just break? Hopefully it didn't just break. But I don't see it anywhere, so maybe it did just break. Well, that's not ideal. Okay, well then. That will have to do, unless it got picked up by one of these other ones. That's always possible. Nope, okay. Well then, let's head out of the room. Okay, so anyways, we need to go ahead and get this stuff mining immediately. So where is our closest asteroid to be within range? Well, I guess the first step is to head up to the roof, and then see from the roof what we can find. Whoa, no, 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 no! Oxygen setup is oxygen setup is invalid because I forgot to refill the tanks. Okay, let's get back inside quickly so we don't lose any items. And let's go ahead and quickly refill these tanks. Quick, 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 quick. What is going on here? Okay, where's the, there we go, canister of liquid oxygen. We got that now. We got that back now, and we need to go ahead and put this, we're dropping it. Dropping it, okay. The interesting thing is that our oxygen setup is invalid, but we're not actually dying. Because, I guess, peaceful mode, we're regenerating the health faster than we can actually use it up. But we can't rely on that, though. It might start going faster once we get on with things. It might start going down faster. So, here we go. We've got now our tank refilled. Both of our tanks refilled. Nice. Okay, hang on a sec. All right. So our tanks are refilled now. And now we can head for the closest asteroid. Is that one right above us, or is that our own? That's our own ship, I think. Okay. We need the two types of rock. That's the problem. They can be hard to find. Lipsanated says, you might want to try the mod which makes hunger and other effects be at normal difficulty when in peaceful mode. Which mod is that? That might be interesting. Possibly. We'll have to see. How do I get up here? Okay, like this? I don't like having to deal with hunger, though, that's the thing. Health, though, is a good thing to have to deal with in the asteroids dimension. But, okay, that looks like our closest asteroid. Yep, I think that's the closest one. So, we need to head to the closest one, and then start mining. That's all there is to it. Lipsanated says, because the only effective peaceful that you want, from my understanding, is the lack of monsters. That's true. Although the lack of hunger is very helpful as well. Because otherwise, like, I've never had to deal with hunger, really, in survival Minecraft. So I'm not really sure how to deal with that. It makes it very, very challenging indeed. So, okay, we can get over that way. Hunger in peaceful mode. Okay. I'll have to check that out after. So, here we go. We got this over here. Hopefully we have enough stone to get us to that asteroid. We'll see. Cobblestone, come on. Cobblestone slabs. We're almost there. Let's go a little bit farther. We can't actually make it. Okay. We're gonna have to be creative here. Let's hope that we don't fall into the void, because what we need to do is we need to break in up there. Okay, that's gonna be really difficult. Solid meteoric iron, what's that useful for? Meteoric iron ingot. Okay, make a lot of things with that, but we don't need that right now. What we do need right now is a way to get up. We can't reach that block there, that's the problem. Okay, let's, oh, we can, okay, we can sort of reach them. Let's break in here, and then, come on, a little bit closer. Okay, there we go. Now we should be able to jump this. Ep3 says you could also leave the world on normal difficulty and try /game rule do mob spawning false. Possible. It would stop peaceful mobs too as well, though. But some people say that will also disable passive mobs, sheep and such. Yeah, that's what I just said, actually. Yeah, it's possible. Oh, did we just grab... Oh, asteroid rock. Yes, let's build this bridge out a little bit farther so that we have less chance of dying. And then we just need to jump this. That's all there is to it. So, jump! And we're in. Nice, okay. We are in, we are heading up. And hopefully our tree can grow while we're gone. Oh, and there goes our first pickaxe. There we go. Okay, good thing we brought 2. So, you can see on the hotbar, again, it is very, very dark, as it usually is inside these asteroids. You can see on the hotbar that there is... Oh, we found both types already. Oh, do we have the lights with us? Hang on. Yes, we do. Okay, let's use these lights. How's about that? There we go. Oh, nice, we can see both types of rock now. That's very nice. Lipsonated says, Hunger in Peaceful might have config options so you could have the normal difficult health regen, but peaceful hunger usage. If it does, then that would be great. Gonna have to check that out. So, okay, here we go. We've got a bunch of blocks. Let's try to get a stack of cobblestone and then start turning it, or 2 stacks. Although I think a stack of each of these will make 2 stacks, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and mine as much as we can. Get all of this stuff. There we go. Noobsman80 says, I would recommend checking /game rule do mob spawning false, as it might only do hostile mobs. I think it does both because I've done it in super flat worlds to turn off all mobs. So I think it does both. So, okay, we're just mining everything we can right now. When we get to a full stack of 1, then we'll go ahead and focus on the whichever one is lacking. Alright, here we go. The thing is, this is quite a countdown here. Quite a countdown, because if we don't survive this long enough... You know what, even if our health... Let's do it this way. Let's say, even if our health is... the challenge for this episode, even if our health ends up being fine... We need to grab this. Even if our health doesn't actually go down, we still need to go ahead and try to do this before running out of oxygen, because that is the challenge. That is the challenge for today, is to do it before we run out of oxygen. So we are going quite low on oxygen right now, but we'll see. We'll see. So, half a stack of each. We need to get a full stack of each. Let's go ahead and just dig through this. Should we be digging upwards? Should we be digging over? Should we be digging... Where should we be digging? That's the question. We're doing a lot of digging, but we're basically creating a giant room. That's what we're doing, actually, at the moment. We could actually use this room for something if we chose to do so in the future. Not sure if it's particularly helpful for anything, but it's a giant room inside an asteroid. So there you go. So, okay, we're up to 48 of the darker stone, 41 of the lighter stone. So here we go. Whoops, we just broke our light. Okay, put that back. Okay, where are we at? We are at 41 of the lighter stone, 55 of the darker stone. Okay. Well, this is a nice room. Let's see if we finish the room. We should have enough materials by then. Now here's the thing though, is that we don't want to turn these into slabs. We want to turn them into cobblestone and then use the hammer on the cobblestone. So that is the thing. Okay, there we go. We got enough of the dark stone. We got more than enough of the dark stone. So let's go ahead and start getting the light stone just to finish off our inventory full. Our, not inventory full, but our stack. Here we go. Obscenity says, I wonder if it bugs anyone else that the arc lamps don't use power. Yeah, it's like, I always thought they would, and it's just like, okay, what's going on? They're just like an electric arc lamp that doesn't use electricity. That doesn't make any sense. It's useful, but it doesn't make any sense. So here we go. Okay, let's break through that. We need to go ahead and dig a little bit farther. Let's start going up. Let's start going up like that. And grab some of this lighter stone. We need about 10 more. No, we don't. We need about 6 more. So 61, 62, 63, 64. Nice. Okay, we got everything we need. We've even got 8 extra asteroid rocks. So we'll leave this arc lamp here. We still have 3 more, and we're just going to probably come back here. So let's go ahead and head back to the base. This looks nice from this angle. It just is a really nice looking base. So, okay. So let's go ahead and head around here, not fall into the void, and head in. This is the quickest way into the upstairs, is through this way. So here we go. Oh, we got the tree! Nice! Okay, and whoa! Good thing that wasn't in the way of the tree. That would not have worked out too well. Okay. Anyways, we got the tree. Ep3 says, then again, torches don't burn out after days of burning. Galacticraft makes them burn out from a lack of air. Yeah, that is true. That is true as well. Torches don't burn out usually. Okay, so we got the asteroid rock. We can go ahead and take this stuff and turn it into... Let's go ahead and place down our crafting table again, I guess. We have to keep picking that up to take it with us, which is a little bit annoying, but okay. So there we go. We can take this asteroid rock, turn it into cobblestone, and now we have 2 stacks of cobblestone. We can take them and turn them into something or other. So we have the tree. So now what do we need to do with the tree? We need, let's check our list over here. We need 2. Where'd it go? Grow the tree and harvest with crook for saplings and silkworms. Okay. Grow the tree. Done. Harvest with crook. We need to make a crook. Crook. There we go. What do we have? What is in the recipe? That would be sticks. Okay. What about stone crook? Stone pebbles. Whoa, that's from a sieve. Okay. What about a other kind of crook? Any better kind of crook? Iron crook. Iron nugget comes from iron ingots. Okay, we don't really need a better crook, though. I think a wooden one should be sufficient, so, okay. Sticks. Sticks it is. Sticks and stones may make a crook. That's basically how it works. Okay, we got a crook. And we... Okay, are we going to be able to get the saplings, get also the silkworms? Let's see. Oh, there's a sapling already. Oh, and there's another sapling. Okay, this is definitely worth it. 2 saplings, so we're good to go on the sapling front. We just need to find a silkworm. Well, that was easy. Okay, then. Well, since that's all there was to it, let's start the next one growing. We need to turn this... if we make them too close together, then the one can infest the other. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and build the other one back here as much as possible. Let's pick up the crafting table. And we should really get some wood as well. But I guess that's a step 3. Did we grab that? Yeah, we did. Okay. So we need the 1, 2 sapling. 1, 2. That is a gap, so it shouldn't infest the other tree, theoretically. Let's get a couple of extra saplings just to be on the safe side. And let's also take out this level of leaves here. No extra sapling. But I'm looking for an extra sapling. Oh, that's an extra silkworm, but not a sapling. But it's good. Oh, there we go. Extra sapling. Nice. Okay, so we're good to go. Now, let's go ahead and plant this tree. Where's the dirt? There's the dirt. Excellent. So where do we want it? We want it to be enough space from the wall. So 1, 2, 3. Wait, we want it close to... Okay, this will be the infesting one, I think. because we want it to be close to the oxygen gear. Although we have a fair amount of wire, so we should be able to put the oxygen gear anywhere. Okay, so let's just put it here. Just put it in the ground here. This would be our place to plant the tree. There we go. Dirt. And then we got the tree. Where's the sapling? Here we go. And we dropped our silkworms. Those are very essential right now. And here we go. Silkworms, nice. Okay, we can infest the tree. That will take some time to happen, and as you can see, our inventory is very full. So, okay, we got 2 stacks of cobblestone. We might as well plant some more dirt because might as well place it down. And this will be our wood gathering tree. So let's place this thing 1, 2, sapling, 1, 2, sapling. Let's place it here. Is too close to the other tree. Okay, so our wood gathering tree should be downstairs, actually. Let's put that downstairs. Okay, right about here. Let's put it right there. How does that look? That looks good. Okay. Down here. And sapling, and we need to place that, and we need to get... Okay, there we go. That will be our wood gathering tree. We should really get some light on the situation. There we go. Nice. That's some light. Now, we can't pick that up, but that's okay. Okay, so now we can put down the rest of the dirt in random places to keep it out of the inventory. There we go. Nice indeed. Okay, we got now a tin wall block. Not that we need that. Let's go ahead and place that into the crafting table here. Okay, there we go. Now, we have our wood gathering tree ready to go. Lipsvanity says, "While I'm complaining, your oxygen apparatus shouldn't work, as the pressure difference between your lungs and the vacuum would mean that you can't exhale." That's a good point. We don't have a spacesuit. We just have creeper head and some thermal gear. So, yeah. Not really realistic, but that is okay. That is okay indeed. Because it's Minecraft. Lipsvanity says, "Is there any other form of external inventory which is cheaper? Also, you have effectively infinite wood now, so why are you worried?" The reason that I'm still concerned about the wood at the moment is because we may have effectively infinite wood, but we do not have practically infinite wood yet. What I mean by that is we have to still wait for the trees to grow. So if we use up our wood too quickly before we're ready for that, then we got quite a major problem. So, but as it is, okay, so this should be fully infested now. So, we should be able to get this going. We should be able to get our sieve up and running. Let's see, the sieve. Grow the tree, harvest with crook for saplings and silkworms. And, okay, so the sieve requires some wood. Let's go ahead and get some sieve running here. Sieve. That would be a heavy sieve. We want the regular sieve. Planks, slab, and sticks. Let's, whoops, where's our crafting table? Oh, we picked it up. Of course we did. Why did we pick that up? Okay, here we go. Crafting table, nice. Okay, wood. We need a slab as well, so that we have extra things to hold. Slab, wood, and sticks. There we go. Now we have an extra thing to hold. So now we can take our sieve, and we can put the sieve right beside this view, because this is an amazing view. So let's go ahead and put the sieve right there. There we go. Okay. Now, that would be the sieve. And now we need to make the string. So we need to use a crook on these to get the string. There we go. 1 string, 2 string. Oh, is this like 1 string per leaf? Whoa, okay, that's gonna be good. Okay, 9 string. Okay, so we can take the 9 string and make the... Okay, this is gonna be a lot easier than I anticipated, because I thought we'd have to make 2 trees for this. Okay, we got the string mesh. Now that we got the string mesh, now we can put the string mesh in here. Now, we have the string mesh in there. I think we can take it back out, right? If we pick this up. Yes, string mesh. Okay, where'd the sieve go? Oh, there it is. Hello. Drop the string mesh, put the sieve back down, grab the string mesh again. Things go flying. You have to go chasing after everything in this asteroid dimension. Okay, so there's our sieve. Now, as our test world showed us, we need a lot of things. We need to make that thing, and we need to take our cobblestone, turn it into gravel. So let's go ahead and get a hammer. It might be quicker to make a compressed hammer. That would be a whole bunch of hammers. I don't think we can make that, actually. Let's make a regular iron hammer. How's that? Iron hammer, sticks, and iron. There we go. You are correct, though. We have practically infinite wood at the moment, which is very nice. That is very nice. We just have to wait for our stuff to grow, but then we're good to go. And we should really plant those extra saplings, but I guess we'll hold on to them for now, because we can't afford the time to plant them. So, where are we at? We have our cobblestone. Yes, okay. We have an iron hammer as well. So let's go ahead and start placing these things. Okay, so let's just go like this across the room, and then hammer them down. Okay. Now comes the tedious task of tearing through the top of the stack of cobblestone. Couldn't think of a T word for stack, so just like you know, stack. There we go. That's how you make it alliterate with the rest of them. It doesn't technically do that, but it'll work. Okay. So if you guys have anything you'd like to chat about or whatever, we're going to be doing this for a fair amount of time, possibly. So we will see. We will see. The first task, though, we will turn this into gravel because, okay, so cobblestone is not particularly useful for us at the moment, except for gravel that we can make from it. The gravel will make us flint, which will give us a flint stiffened mesh, which is very nice because it gives, for some materials, it gives a better return on your investment, on your time, from the sifting with a flint stiffened mesh compared to a string mesh. But if you go for iron, that's even better. So we're going first for flint, and then we'll use the flint to get the iron one. So we need to sift the gravel through to get some flint. So here we go, we got this down. We need to gather all of our stuff because we're losing a whole lot of materials, as you can tell. They're just floating around random places. Okay, here we go. That would be that. We got some gravel. Excellent indeed. Now that we have the gravel, we can go ahead and sift it and get some flint. So let's go ahead and move stuff like the arc lamps. Oh, the battery. Let's move the battery so we can see the flint coming in our inventory. So let's observe this very nice view over here. And let's go ahead and just start sifting. Lipsanity says, did you refill your other oxygen tank with your LOX? I'm not sure what that means. Or are you saving the thing for emergencies when exploring? I assume that stuff is harder to make than O2. Are you referring to this? Canister of liquid oxygen. Yeah, okay. We did refill it. We've used it up already as extra tank, which is not ideal. So that is kind of an issue. So we're going to have to keep standing here. Okay, yes, liquid oxygen. Alright. Yeah, so we have enough to refill a single tank. So we have here enough to refill this tank, and then we're down to our last two tanks. And we also have a medium oxygen tank as well, which is nice. We need to get 6 flint. We got 3 and 4. Lieutenant says, really is a race against time. No, he says, really is a race against time then. Yep, it is a race against time. That is very true indeed. Have you tried breathing less? If you could do that in Minecraft, that would be ideal. As it is, I'm not aware there is a way of doing that. But come on, there we go, we got some flint. Okay, now that we got the flint, now we can go ahead and take this flint, turn our mesh into a string stiffened mesh. Let's go ahead and send that stuff through. There we go. Pick that up. And where's our mesh? There we go. Drop the slabs and go and take our mesh to here, string mesh, put some flint around it, and turn it into a flint stiffened mesh. Now we take that and put the iron around it and turn it into a iron stiffened mesh. There we go. Now we have the full sieve like we like to have. Where'd it go? There it is. sieve. Nice, okay. Put the sieve down here. Once again, put the iron stiffened mesh in it. Pick up our slabs. And then we're good to go. Now we want to refill this oxygen tank while we still can. Okay, there we go, like that. And where did our... There it is. Canister of liquid oxygen. There we go. We got this filled. And now our canister's empty, which is not very good. Okay, so now we can sift. We can get 7.5% chance of materials instead of 5%. And Lipsanity says... let me read that in a second. So what do we need to do here? We need to make this compressor. Let's go ahead and check the compressor. Compressor. Hey, where is it? Compressor. Okay, so to make the compressor, we need aluminum ingots, we need copper ingots, we need anvils, and basic wafers. We have some basic wafers, we need copper and aluminum. And aluminum we did all this in the test world, built this, but aluminum we get from aluminum ore chunks, which come from pieces, which come from sifting sand to get aluminum ore pieces. So we need to get some sand. That's the idea now. So let's turn this gravel into sand. Okay. Actually, let's not turn it into sand yet, because I think we also need something else, don't we? Compressor. Copper. What do we need to make copper? Smelting chunks from pieces from sifting. 7.5% chance with iron mesh sifting gravel to make copper. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some copper. That's the idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and sift this gravel. Loop590 says some of the mods which add guns might have a hold breath mechanic. I doubt that they would reduce the O2 usage. Yeah, that is possible. I don't know. That'd be interesting to find out. Do you need all those batteries? Could you put them in the crafting tables things downstairs? Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. That will be very necessary when we start getting a whole lot of stuff out of our sieve here. Do you need all those batteries? No, we don't. We need to drop those downstairs. Just use those as chests for a bit. Yep, that sounds like a good idea, because that gives us 9, 18, 27 slots in our base, which is very nice. Now, we don't appear to be getting very much from this. Oh, speaking of which, we got something. Okay. 7.5% chance is not very good. That is not very good odds. So we'll sift this entire half stack that we had and see what we get from it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 0. And we've got a diamond! Whoa, okay, that's the last thing I expected to get on the last gravel. Not that that's particularly useful for us at the moment, but I mean, whoa, okay. We got a diamond already. That's nice. But we got 4 iron ore pieces. We don't need that. We got 2 copper ore pieces. We do need that. But it's not enough, I don't think. Okay. Well, Lipsanity says, actually I'm going to read that in a minute. Because we need to go ahead and use the chest downstairs, and then start breaking some more things, sifting some more things, all that stuff with some more things. That's the idea. So, diamond in there. Empty canister in there. Empty battery in there. There we go, in there. Nice. Okay, batteries. And we got our extra oxygen tank. We can put our extra wire in there. And we'll keep all the rest of the stuff with us. So let's just go ahead and place the extra stuff in like this. Spawn cow. Move the extra things over so that we can get everything that we need very quickly. And okay. That is looking good. Looking good. We have a lot more space. Now, time to get things going. It would be ideal to be able to make a compressed hammer, because that would 9 times our speed of hammering the stuff. Let's check what's required to get a compressed hammer. Compressed hammer. Whoops, what happened? Something happened. Okay, it alt-tabbed out of the game for some reason. Not sure why it did that. Okay, well then, we've got compressed, to make a compressed iron hammer, that would require 2 each, so 9, 18 iron to make a compressed iron hammer. That's gonna be a lot, but what about compressed stone hammer? 18 stone. That might be worth the cut out of our pockets. It might be worth it. We don't have enough iron for that, but we do have enough stone. Okay, so what do we need? Compressed ore piece, copper ore piece, rather. 4 of them make a chunk. Yes, we definitely need. Okay, Lipsani says, wondering what the estimated time of arrival to a turtle is. That is a good question. First thing, survive. Second thing, build a turtle. You'll need 2 more of those for the tree farm. Good to know. 2 more. Oh, 2 more diamonds. Okay, not 2 more turtles. Vein miner works on hammers. Ooh, that would be neat if we had some of that with us right now. Okay, well, yeah, we should really get some more cobblestone going here. Yeah, we really need to make a compressed hammer. That is essential. We're gonna use so much wood on this, but as you say, we have a virtually infinite supply of wood at the moment, so that is probably not enough sticks. Let's go ahead and grab 12 sticks. Let's try that. That would be 6 hammers. Let's make 16 sticks. That might do it. Okay. We need some cobblestone like this. And there we go. And let's make... We want 9 hammers, not 8. Okay, that's a lot of hammers. Okay, we need to get 2 more. 1 more, rather. Okay. 2 more sticks, 1 more of these, there we go, like that, and place that down, and we got no space for anything in the inventory right now. Let's drop the slabs, pick up the hammer, drop the extra wood, drop the cobblestone, we're dropping oh, we don't need to drop everything because we're just about to place these into the crafting table. Oh, what's that? Oh, you can repair a hammer. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's good to know. But let's go ahead and make it so. Place this in here, and there we go, we got a compressed stone hammer. Now, what that does, pick all this stuff up, is it will mine compressed metals. Or, well, not metals, but compressed things. So, let's see how long this takes to mine compressed cobblestone. That would be compressed cobblestone. Let's make a whole bunch of compressed cobblestone. 5 of them, there we go. That takes our entire stack, and makes it a lot quicker, and we shall see. Place that down, 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 and mine it. Aha! Our compressed cobblestone turned into 9 gravel. Okay, so it doesn't stay compressed, but it does turn into the next material down. Doing 9 at a time, that is definitely worth the time that it takes to mine this stuff. What would be really good is to set up some sort of a cobblestone generator. That would be very good right about now, but we don't have the lava, so we'll have to wait on that. Okay, so we got our gravel, and we can go ahead and sift this. Lipsane says, Vein Miner is a great quality of life mod, saves a lot of time, which is good for keeping the stream interesting. That is a good point. Might have to add that one. Might have to add that one. Oh, by the way, in between streams, I did get the difficulty unlocked. As you can see from here, difficulty is unlocked, which is very nice. The issue is that it always starts us in normal difficulty, because this challenge is not supposed to be possible in peaceful, so it starts us in normal difficulty all the time. Oh, Lupsenade says you can compress crooks too, I think. Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be interesting indeed. Okay, we need to grab the copper ore pieces so that we can see them, so that we can see how much we're getting of these things. Let's put all the other stuff on our inventory too. We got some gold, we got some nickel, and we got some iron. There we go, so we can see the stacks start going up as we start mining, or gathering more. Lupsenade says... hang on. I just realized why gravel was giving us flint before. Maybe it's the different mesh. It was giving us flint. Now it's not giving us flint. It's giving us other things. Lieutenant says, does locking back to peaceful work? No, it doesn't. That seems to be what was going on last time, because it did lock it in peaceful, I'm pretty sure. And then it was starting in normal instead of peaceful every single time. So I think we just have to keep switching it, or check if there's a Galacticraft config option to do differently. So that would be the thing. Let's get through the end of these, and I think we're not going to have enough copper to make... Wait, we only need 1 ingot, do we? I think we only need 1 ingot, right? So if we only need that, then we should have enough copper already. Well, let's do the remaining 3 pieces. Lieutenant says, also the difficulty should be in the NBT editor somewhere. Yes, there was a difficulty setting in there. I don't remember what was in the difficulty setting. We got a single cobblestone. Okay, let's go ahead and place that down. Let's hammer it into gravel. Okay, grab these 2 pieces of gravel. Might as well put these 2 through the thing here. Okay. There we go. Lieutenant says, different meshes have different chances for different options. That is a good point. Speaking of, we got another diamond. Oh, and an emerald too. Nice. Okay, let's go bring this downstairs. We need to go get some more cobblestone very quickly before we run out of oxygen completely, which is not very good. Not options. Drops. Brain can't listen and type. Okay, well then. That is a thing that the brains do sometimes. We have another tree that we can harvest if we need to. Put that in there, put that in there. Is that a tin wall block? Why do I have that in there? Let's just put it on the wall. There we go. And okay, we're good to go. We are good to go. So, we can head to our mining place, and we can mine lots of stone. Lots and lots and lots of stone. But that was an entire 2 stacks of cobblestone, and as you can see, here's what we have to show for it. We have 13 iron ore pieces, 3 gold ore pieces, 7 copper ore pieces, and 6 nickel ore pieces. We were trying to get copper from it, and so we can make only 1 copper ore chunk, which makes 1 copper ingot, which I think is all we needed, but that is okay. That is not a lot that we got from that. By the way, do you happen to know what is the most effective thing if the auto sieves are worth spending time on? Because the auto sieves, let's see, we got the regular sieve, but then the auto sieve is crafted by using iron, block of iron, glass panes, and a sieve. But the question is it slower or faster than the regular sieve? That is the question. I don't know if you happen to know. Whoops, don't fall off. Look where you're going, sir, when you're following the pathway into the void. Okay, head over here and start mining. We need to start heading up inside the asteroid, see if we can get any higher. Get to something or other that's up inside. Lieutenant says a diamond pickaxe might be acquired before the turtle that will use it. Yep, that is quite possible indeed. Now, why are we suddenly getting some frame rate lag in here? That's weird. Okay, we want to start heading up to the inside of this asteroid more so, but let the light in with us. Now, I don't know why we're getting some frame rate lag in here. This is weird. This is the weirdest place to get it of all. But it is nevertheless happening, so that is weird. Okay. Let's check that, actually. 2 chunk updates. 0 chunk updates. Okay, that's okay. 50 chunk updates. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of time taken. Let's put this thing onto the hotbar so we can see it. Where did it go? We got 2 types of stone. Oh, there we go. Asteroid rock. Nice. 2 types of asteroid rock. And we will see. Yeah, the 5 FPS is not very fun. Not very fun. No idea why it's doing that. Let's go ahead and turn down our render distance. Actually, that might bring our tree... Actually, we don't need the tree at the moment. Loopsine says auto is slower, I think, but only slightly. Okay, so let's go for an auto sieve then. Let's bring down our chunks to 7. There we go. Loopsine says, what chunk loaders do you have? Nothing. There are no chunk loaders that are in use at the moment. If you're talking about like the Railcraft chunk loader or the Code Chicken Core chunk loader, Code Chicken chunks, actually. Chicken chunks, that's the word. That is the mod name. And grab these. But yeah, none of them are in use at the moment, so it's kind of weird. Oh, actually, our memory is at 2 gigabytes out of 2.8. That's weird. It's not usually that high in Minecraft, the thing here like this. That's weird. Loopsended says FTB utilities is what I like to use. Is that like a chunk loading mod kind of thing? The plan was to use Railcraft mods for chunk loading. Not sure why. The CPU is only at 50% usage, so something is really messing with this. Something is really messing with our frame rate. It seems to be when we look this direction. When we look up. Does that mean there's something here that we're looking at? Because it's when we look up like this that the frame rate gets really messed with. Lipson says memory leak, maybe? It's possible. Yeah, the memory is at 2,600 megabytes out of 2,800. So, that's interesting. Interesting indeed it is. Oh yeah, you can see it keeps, the frame rate keeps jumping back up to 60. And then jumping down, so it's down to 10. I'm gonna keep an eye on the memory. It's at 2,100 megabytes right now. And 22. So far it's running fairly smooth. And it's dropping, it's at 23. 2,300 megabytes of memory. It is staying fairly stable. It's at 24 and it's staying stable. That's weird. That is weird indeed. Lipsone says, hang on, need to grab these things. Yikes! 2,600 megabytes. Okay, maybe it's when it gets closer to the full thing that it really starts to have trouble. So what we should really do to make this work is restart the game, but not really worth it at the moment. Okay, so we're back down here. We need some light up there, but we need to get some more of these stones. We're almost at the end of this. We'll go for another couple stacks of this stuff. And here we go. Okay. Let's see. How much can we get into here? We're trying to find our way up to the top of the asteroid. That's what we're doing. And we're not so far finding much. Let's try to dig away for the light to get through better. And when we can get the light through better, then we can go ahead and continue on. So let's go ahead and dig through like this. And head over here. And because the light is way down there, so I'm thinking if we maybe make a bit of a pathway for it to follow a little bit, it might actually be able to get in closer. Okay. 60 of the one stone, 47, 48, 49 of the other. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, you can see the memory keeps, like the frame rate keeps changing. That's really weird. Not sure why. It is sometimes working, sometimes not working. You know what we should do, actually? We should just dig straight up, more or less. That's the idea. Let's go like this and just start digging. Lieutenant says, FTB utils does lots of things, but I mostly use it for chunk loading. I dislike the idea of having to make and place a block to chunk load, and FTB utils doesn't use blocks for that. Interesting. Would that help with the frame rate, or make it worse? Because it is loading more things that way. But I don't know, that's really weird. It's maybe it is a memory bottleneck. I don't know if you're watching the memory at all. Possibly it is, like, memory is getting too slow or something, because it's like, it runs at 60 FPS, then it runs at like 50, and then it runs at 30, and then it runs at 10, and then it suddenly speeds up again. It's really weird, not sure why it is doing that. But that is a thing it's doing. We need 4 more of these. Okay, grab that. Not that one, but we need this one. Okay, here we go. We can head back in. We're going to try to create an auto sieve. That's the idea. So here we go. We have all the blocks. Okay, so we can head out. We can head back to the base. Okay. Nice. Into the base. Down in the main entrance over here, the upward entrance. And here we are. Oh, this tree has grown. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. We are here. We can now craft our asteroid rock. Did we miss the 64th piece? Really? You mean to tell me we missed the 64th piece? That's gonna bug me. Okay. Here we go. We got almost 2 stacks of cobblestone. Lupsanid says, bad FPS due to lots of memory? Memory doesn't seem to move with the FPS. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Why am I making slabs? Don't make slabs. We need to make the compressed cobblestone. That's what we're going for. Okay. And let's make this into compressed cobblestone as well. There we go. Got 14 pieces of compressed cobblestone. So basically our time is spent mining. That's what's happening. So, let's place down the 14 pieces. So, this is good. This is good news. We've sped up the making, like the hammering of all this stuff. We've sped that up quite a lot. It still, as you can tell, takes a fair amount of time. So, that's interesting. So, probably the way to fix the FPS is just to restart the game. Let's just try the full screen thing again. Exit full screen. That usually goes and toggles the frame rate somehow. Enter in back again, and we should see a little bit better frame rate. Okay, so what we really want to do is we want to make an auto sieve, and we want, if we can, and we want to also do, okay, so we need an auto sieve, we need to start putting things through it, and we're going to have to do a lot of mining, is what we're going to have to do, and hopefully our auto sieve can go and do things while we are not here. So, okay, but we got a whole lot of progress so far. We got a tree, a couple trees, we got the sieve going, we got everything that we need. We don't need to sift more gravel, we do need to sift, okay, let's make the auto sieve, I think, blocks of iron. We don't have enough iron for that. We do, however, let's head downstairs, because we want to get the stuff from here. Okay, let's use the crook to get a few saplings, and then when we get the saplings, then we can just go ahead and chop the tree down. That would be a silkworm, not a sapling. Chop the tree down, get some wood, turn that wood into things that we need, such as a chest, although we can wait on the chest for the sake of the oxygen. Let's close that, because our oxygen is getting low. And we do want to switch out this tank with the medium tank. There we go. Okay. We've got 7 saplings now. That should be enough to go with for now. We can go ahead and harvest the tree. And then turn this into whatever we were trying to make before. We were trying to make something, but I can't remember what it was. So we'll remember soon. We will remember soon indeed. But let's go ahead and place down the sapling down here to replenish our tree. There we go. We got some wood. Very nice indeed. Okay, and we got, that would be our oxygen tree. This would be our other kind of tree. Okay, so here we are. We can put the gravel through here. We want to make the auto sieve, blocks of iron. Oh, yes! Okay, so what we were making with this. Let's go ahead and check out our, oh, we don't have any cobblestone to make a furnace. We want a furnace to be able to make charcoal. And we can use the charcoal to go ahead and smelt this 25 iron ore that we have. That's the idea. Okay, so let's, I guess, I don't know what to do with this. Because this is taking quite a long time. We're running really low on oxygen. Okay, well, we can go ahead and take a stack of this gravel and put that through, nope, let's put that like here. Take a stack of this gravel, turn it into sand, and then do the sand through the thing there. So here we go, compressed gravel, nice. The nice thing is that using the compressed stuff, it makes it a lot quicker. So we can save a lot of oxygen this way by using the compressed stuff. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Nice, okay. That's that. We missed a bunch over here. Okay, we got that. We now can take our sand and start sifting that. And then we can turn that, I think that's what we need, right? To make the compressor. Compressor. We need, where is it? There we go. The compressor. We got the copper. We need the aluminum. Oh, we need to make an anvil. Okay, so we want to make sure we don't use up all of our iron. Okay, so we got what do we make that from? Okay, so here we go. Smelting to get the aluminum. We want aluminum ore chunks, aluminum ore pieces. Okay, so we need 6, I think it was, aluminum, which means 6 chunks, which means 6 times 4. Math, okay, tired. 6, 24. There we go, 24 aluminum ore pieces. We get them with a 7.5% chance. 7.5% chance. We need 24 of them, so, and that was from sand, right? That's what we were trying to check. Oh boy, let's get back in here. Okay, quickly head down here. We got the aluminum ore chunks, we got the aluminum ore pieces, we got over here, we got the sand. Yes, that's the sand. Okay, so we'll take the sand and put it through here. Lipson says, as for performance with chunk loading, avoid chunk loading when you can, but also don't stuff all your tile entities machines in one chunk, just to avoid loading another chunk. Okay, yeah, because a single chunk, it would take some time to update that one chunk, so it would give you some lag while you're updating it, I guess, is what you're saying. Okay. Now that you have trees, you might want to make your base airtight. That is true, although we don't have the machines to actually seal the air in yet, so that's the issue. So when we get those machines, it'll be more important to make the base airtight. There's only one hole in the base, and that's the upwards entrance. The whole rest of the base, I think, is sealed in, which is nice. Although we can seal this room by itself when we have the machines, because every single one if we go ahead and look over here, those doors that you can see into the little rooms, those doors, every single one of them is an airlock, which means that we can, except for the downstairs thing, but we can seal off the main sections a lot easier, which is nice. Okay, we need a chest. We need a chest right away because we're going to lose materials. Okay, 4 planks, like that. Birchwood planks, like that. Got the chest. Place this down here, and place the chest in the corner. Why not? Okay, let's place that in there, place that in there, place that in there. What else do we have? That too. And we need all of our pieces that we're getting from all this stuff and put them into there. We are looking for... which one are we looking for? We are looking for the aluminum, so let's keep that with us so that we can see how much we're getting. And then let's go ahead and just start sifting. And sifting, and sifting, and sifting. Lupus Vanity says... what ore doubling options do you have? That is a good question. We have not much. I think we have... okay, so here's the mods. Those are the mods, kind of covered up by other things. And there's a particular machine. Railcraft has, I think, their machine that is a rock crusher. I think that one doubles. But that rock crusher takes so much materials to create it. It's like a later game thing. In the early game, we have the applied energistics thing that you spin the handle around manually, and it doubles the ores. So that's going to take a lot more time, theoretically. I don't know if waiting for spinning the handle around on that thing would be quicker than sifting more stuff. Not sure which way is quicker. Although if we can make the auto sieve, then that would be fairly even. What do we get iron from? That's the question, because if we're getting iron right now, then we can perhaps afford to get the auto sieve. That's possible. Lupsani says, any liquid oxygen tanks left? No, we are out. Lupsani says, you might want to try looking for a mod which adds ex nihilo to... Get rid of that menu. Where is our sand? Oh, it gathers all the stacks into your... Okay, so we just used up all of our sand. We got aluminum and tin and zinc, but not much. So that's not very good. Lupsani says, you might want to try looking for a mod which adds ex nihilo sifting and crushing recipes to JEI. This does indeed have them in JEI. Look up the recipe on that, and heavy sieve, sifting, and it's also got the hammer crushing things. So it's very nice. It's very nice indeed. Lupsani says, I would definitely suggest that you try to ore double. Okay, well the thing is, we need quartz to make that applied energistics machine. And aside from that applied energistics machine, I don't know of any other way to do it that we have. So that is a concern. Okay, so we should really get auto sieve. Auto, what auto things do we have? Auto chisel, auto hammer, auto compressed hammer, auto sieve, auto heavy sieve, auto compressor rationing, auto sifter. What's that? Not sure. Auto sifter. But we've also got not much. Okay, so auto sieve, we should really get that. It just requires a simple sieve, glass panes, which we have already, iron, and 2 blocks of iron. Okay, so we need to get some cobblestone. We have some gravel. We don't have some cobblestone. We need to get some cobblestone and create this here auto sieve thing. Aluminum ore pieces. More of them. Okay, only 9. Only 9, not enough. But it's enough to start with. So let's go ahead and quickly get some more cobblestone because we need to make a furnace. That's like the most pointless reason for getting cobblestone ever. And we really need to get a better way to get out of here as well. This is a little bit of a treacherous path to get out of here. But we've made it. Whoops, no we didn't. We hit our head on something. Okay, up here. Okay, here we go. We have a tank and a half left. A tank and a third, and that third is a third of a medium tank, so this is not good. Not good at all. So we need to save our time. The reason that I'm making the auto sieve is because it will save a lot of time. And the reason it will save a lot of time with the auto sieve is because then we can actually be mining while the thing is sifting. So that is the nice thing. So we want to get a furnace very quickly, and we'll get the auto sieve set up, and then we'll come back out to do some more mining. That's the idea. So, got some of this, got some of the moon rock stuff, asteroid rock, there we go. And we can now perhaps make, how much cobblestone? 8. Actually, that's enough to make a furnace. So let's go ahead and, 16, because it doubles. That's even better. Okay then, cobblestone, let's head back to the base. We are on really into the countdown. Now, what happens if we don't manage to make it? That's the question. Being in peaceful mode, we probably will still survive, possibly, but we can't count on that. But I guess we just keep trying to survive. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about what we should do if we don't actually manage to survive. But as it is, let's make 2 furnaces, because that'll smelt faster. There we go. So, 2 furnaces, like this. There we go. Furnace, get some wood into there. Okay. Turn this into charcoal, and when we get this into charcoal, then we go ahead and try to take the charcoal and make... Okay, there we go. We got a single piece of charcoal. That's good to start with. We need to smelt this iron. Oh, we need to smelt the wood to make more charcoal. That's what we really need. Put that in there. Grab that. There we go. We can have the wood smelt into more charcoal. And then we can put the more charcoal to make the iron smelt. Okay, so What do we have here? What we are trying to do here at the moment is we are trying currently to smelt our iron for the purpose of making an auto sieve so that we can save a lot of time. We don't have to stand here, although this is a very nice view. It's the best place to stand. But if we can stand here, if we don't have to stand here, we can go ahead and continue mining, and we can go ahead and quickly try to survive. Quickly try to get the cobblestone, bring it back here, use the compressed hammer to turn it into the compressed stuff, and then have the auto sieve do its job. That's the idea. And we've got, okay, one more piece of wood. And put the extra iron in there. There we go. Okay, what do we have here? This is coming along. Looks like it says... Oh, actually, let's take this out. Because we want to be efficient with our charcoal as well. Lipsanate says, Galacticraft coal generator can work with charcoal. That is very true. We already have most of the materials for the solar panel, though, so we might as well make that. I think... What does the coal generator require? Coal. Yeah, that's a lot of pieces. Okay. Generator. Okay. Steam turbine housing. Coal generator. There we go. A furnace. Iron and copper. We don't have that much copper. We want to save on copper, so I think it might be better, since we have most of the stuff for the solar panel anyway, it might be better to go for the solar panel instead. Okay, let's grab that. Okay. That would be that. We got 11 iron ingots. That's better than nothing. And where's our crafting tables? Way over here. That's the most pointless place to put it. But we can make a full block. We need a second block to make this thing that we're looking for. But how do you make iron? That's the big question. Are we going to be getting any back from the sifting that we're doing? Iron ore chunk comes from red sand. Okay, so we are in fact... Oh, and it comes from gravel too. Okay, flint stiffened mesh. What about the iron stiffened mesh gravel? 15% chance of iron ore. Nice. We've already got 2 diamonds and 2 emeralds. Oh, does that mean we have more iron? We do have more iron. Okay, nice. We'll go ahead and take that and put that in here. Nice, there we go. We got 3 more iron ore chunks. We should be able to take these and craft them into... what do you do with them? Smelt them. Okay, then. Smelt these iron ore chunks. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? There they are. Okay, iron ore chunks. Losing everything today. Alright. Let's see. So we need... You know what? Let's get these smelting in parallel. It's going to waste a little bit of extra charcoal, but that's okay. No, it's not okay. Yes, it is okay, because we're... The time is the most important thing right now. Okay, we got enough for a second block. Okay, second block of iron. There we go. There we go, okay. And we have enough, we should be able to make the auto sieve now. Let's see. Auto sieve, what is it called? Auto sieve. It is, which one? Auto sieve or auto heavy sieve? Okay, auto sieve, glass panes, 2 blocks of iron, 2 iron ingots, glass panes, and a sieve. Okay, let's try that. Here we go. Here we go. Hopefully this works, or else everything will go wrong. But where'd it go? There it is. There's our sieve, and there's our flint stiffened mesh. Iron stiffened mesh. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It suddenly shows up in our inventory. Okay. Iron ingots. Oh! Nice. Okay. And more iron ingots. Nice indeed. Okay, so what do we have here? We have... Oh, we have more fuel that we can smelt something with, but we don't have anything to put in it. Lieutenant says... Just checked my copy of the mod pack and I can't see any ore doubling options other than AE's grindstone and Railcraft rock crusher. I wonder if a turtle can use the AE grinder. That was not possible in 1.7, but it may be possible now. Hopefully. I don't know if you're if you know anything about the whole recipe and thing and how that works. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this doesn't require power, because otherwise we got a big problem. But we do still have our iron stiffened mesh, so that's good. Okay. Oh! Ouch. Yes, it requires power. Okay, oh, and we need to put our mesh in there as well. Okay, okay, so... The autosieve requires power. We made it, so we're gonna be using it. But we really need to put it over here, beside our power. And we need something to generate the power with. So we need to make another sieve to start with. And then... Okay, well, this kind of didn't go very well. What do we have? Okay, we need to make another sieve. We need to get the wood from downstairs, make the sieve. We need to make the sieve. We need to get some power going. We need to make the solar panels. That's the first idea, but that requires some compressed stuff. So let's go ahead and check. What else do we need? We need the compressor. And what we need to make the compressor is we need, what are we missing still? Aluminum ingots. We need a lot of aluminum ingots. Can we make them yet? That is the question. Aluminum ore pieces. That is not enough to make aluminum ingots. But we can make the copper that we need. So let's go ahead and check this. Let's see how far we can get on our crafting recipe right about here. Smelt the copper ore chunks, which is made from 4 copper ore pieces. So, okay. Here we go. Let's see. Where did it go? There's our copper. 4 copper ore pieces make 1 chunk. That will give us the copper that we need. We need... Okay, we got 2 of these, which is 2 aluminum ingots. So we're getting there. We can go ahead and start smelting these things. Copper ore chunk in there. Put away the aluminum ore pieces and the copper ore pieces. And then we've got here... aluminum ore chunks, and put that in there. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 aluminum ingots from this, and we're gonna need 6. So that is not gonna be very good, because we also need an anvil, come to think of it. How much iron do we have? We just used up most of it. We have 8 iron ingots, and anvils require a lot of iron. Somewhere in the range of about 30 iron. So... that is not going to be easy. Can we make this coal generator? Coal generator, like you were talking about? Generator, there we go. Let's see. 3 copper ingots. We have a sum total of 1. So that's not going to work very well. Okay, so we can't make the coal generator yet. We can't make the other generator yet. We are kind of in a sticky situation. We need to make a sieve. We need to make... all kinds of things. Lupus Vanity says, well, I did see thermal expansion, but I know that I added that for the creative inventory RF charger to power my building gadget. Interesting indeed. Interesting. The good news is, though, that once we get the power up and running, we have so many batteries here that we can just let it generate while we're not using it, and it will just gain so much power so quickly. So, you know what I think we have to do now? We have been streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I'm getting really tired, so need to go ahead and have some supper and things. And we are going to have to solve this impossible dilemma next time. We have an auto sieve here. We can make another sieve fairly easily. We still have our mesh, which is nice. But we have an auto sieve. We need to make our sieve. We need to get things sifting, and we have half of a oxygen tank left. That is all we have. So I don't know what we'll do about that, except perhaps just survive, because peaceful mode, it seems like you don't actually die unless it starts to get worse as the time goes on or something. I don't know. But in any case, we will see. Will we die? Will we survive? Can we? What are we going to do with this lack of oxygen? Impossible dilemma to next week, next live stream. And Lufsanity says lots of stuff is a lot easier with the thermal series of mods. That is true. So I understand why you don't have it in the pack. Yep, because a thinking pack, it's simple. Too simple. It is a lot of these simple ways to do things in the mods. It's simple because there are very few mods. So simple to wrap your head around it in a sense, but very difficult to actually figure out how to do things because you don't have the simple mods like thermal expansion. So, anyways, that is that. And I guess we'll see you guys in the next live stream next week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream and enjoyed the episode wherever you happen to be watching this. And we'll see if we can solve this impossible dilemma on a less than half of an oxygen tank next week. See you guys later.